Mark, when you've been the better side like you were on Saturday, and unfortunate not to take all 3 points, from your perspective, what's required psychologically to moving into the next game?
Well, recovery is important, so that's the key thing, because there's a quick turnaround, and we've had players in there that have come back from injury, and everybody talks about loading, so that's the concern really. You're just trying to get everybody ready to go again on a Tuesday night after a quick turnaround, after they've given quite a bit actually in terms of the physical outputs on Saturday. So for me, that's the key.
Off the pitch, how agile do you have to be from a tactical point of view in terms of preparing for an opposition with a short turnaround between games?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows Luton. You know, Luton have been incredible over the last few years. I know to my cost, because we lost in the playoff final to them on penalties. So yeah, they can be a really good team, and it's surprising to everybody. I think that both teams, Stoke City and Luton Town, are where we are and find ourselves in those positions, but that's where we are in the current positions, and we want to try and take advantage of the points that are on offer by putting in a really good performance. And again, you go back to recovery. Recovery is really important. The strategies that we've got are robust, so you know, hopefully we can get everybody in a really good physical place tomorrow, and then the psychological stuff starts to kick in after that. But you know, I think really they'll get everything that they need to go and perform again tomorrow to a level that's needed. But like I said before, in this situation, you've got to go and embrace it and enjoy it. And I think you saw signs of that on Saturday, where you know, we really did do enough to win that game of football. So it was just a case of sticking the ball in the back of the net one more time, and we had decent opportunities to do that. You know, they made there was a melee in their box in the second half, and we had, you know, really don't know how the ball stayed out the back of the net. They threw the bodies on the line and somehow managed to keep it out. But to come away with a point at the end of it is, you know, it's not to be sniffed at. I think after a win against QPR and the draw away at Preston in another home game tomorrow evening, then you know, we've got to look forward to the next run of games, and obviously get ready for tomorrow.
When faced with a congested fixture programme, how important is it the players are focused and ready to go, whether that be from the start or off the bench?
They've got to be focused, and sometimes players feel a little bit disappointed that they're out the starting lineup, but they've got to suck that up, and you know, we're all in it together. You know, and I think if you're a part of the team, then you get right behind your teammates, and generally they've done that, and they've got to continue to do that and play the part and be ready to play the part, because inevitably that's going to happen and changes are going to have to be made at some point. So you know, whatever happens tomorrow, whatever I decide to do, will be based on how they present this morning, and what we feel is the best to go with tomorrow evening. But like I say, really enjoy it, really embrace it, and again, the support, I go back to that on Saturday, they were fantastic, and you know, hopefully more of the same. I know there'll be more of the same tomorrow evening.